Hi, Shaun. Looking very dapper. I love the suit.
Oh, thank you very much.
What can people expect from the narrow road to the deep north?
I'm hoping a very moving series that hopefully feels very relevant despite being set, decades ago. I think they'll see powerful performances led by Jacob Elordi, which is what the cheers are about at the moment. But spent most of my career working in cinema, and I hope people will sort of watch it on their televisions and it feels like a film. I made it that way, and I find it very cinematic as a television series.
And when did you first come across Richard Flanagan's book, and why did you think it was going to work so well as an adaptation?
Well, I hoped it was going to work so well. It was quite intimidating. It was a Booker Prize winner. Richard's one of Australia's great literary treasures. I was actually offered it many, many moons ago and said no, because it was almost too intimidating. I didn't think we could pull it together. And then a year and a half later, Justin had been approached by Richard, who he was friends with, and said, would you do it? And he said, yeah, I'll ask Shaun to write it. And the producer said, he's already said no. Justin has a way of convincing me to do things. And it was really, I knew with Justin we would be able to get the cast, because actors love to work with him, that I knew we would be required to get the money to make, 3 timelines, period. It had a scope to it that isn't typical television. So, yeah, I changed my mind, and I'm glad I did. Otherwise, I wouldn't be freezing in Berlin right now.
And Justin Kurzel, obviously, it's not your first collaboration with Snowtown, true history of the Kelly Gang, Nitcham. What do you like about working with him so much? He seems to have really carved out a niche and a voice for himself as a filmmaker.
Yeah, we met. I think it's going back 16 years now. Randomly, I'd written Snowtown as a spec script, and I was meeting with directors to see who'd do it, and I met this bearded gentleman who I had no idea who he was, other than he was making television commercials at the time. And I don't know, we hit it off with very kind of similar backgrounds. We had sort of working class, tough dads. We're very interested in family and how that forms a character. And then I think, it's just become a second language. We speak the same language, just artistically, and it's really nice. I read a quote the other day, and it said, I told this to Justin today, it said, if you want to go somewhere fast, go alone. If you want to go somewhere far, go together. And we've sort of gone somewhere far over the last sort of 16 years, which is nice.
We can't ignore the screams behind you. Jacob Elordi, I mean, quite a catch for this film.
Hinting that they're not for the writer.
For you two, for all of you.
You've crushed my dreams, carry on.
But I love the fact that, he is kind of a heartthrob, a bit of a pin-up, but he consistently makes fascinating decisions with his career. He's always wanting to sort of try something different. Why do you think he was such a find for this cast, and how committed he was, losing all the weight? The cast seemed like really they were had such a bond with each other. So he was really hook, line and sinker into this project.
He was. We were very blessed. Yeah, when it was sort of, I was sort of watching Euphoria in season 1 at the time, and I said to Justin, there's this young Aussie actor coming up, I think we should speak to him. And Justin was like, who's this boy? And I said, no, I think he's going to be a big deal. And I didn't know it was going to be screams like that big deal. And he's proved me right. I just thought he was really stunning in that show. And then it was funny, in the development, he got onto it really early, and we were very fortunate. We met him for the first time, and we had no idea that when he was 14 years old, Snowtown was such an impact on him in wanting to be an actor, and he wanted to work on something we did. So it was kind of serendipitous in that way, and without him we wouldn't be here, because, as I said, there was a lot against this show in terms of the subject matter and the period. And Jacob put his name to it, and we're grateful for it.
And just in a sentence, what do you hope people take away? You said, even when you've got something that's period set, it can have so much that can chime with a contemporary audience. So what do you think those things might be?
So no, I hate to put a label on what audiences take away from anything I've ever done. So really, and I'm always surprised and excited by what they take away. But I think for the first time, Justin and I, it's our 4th collaboration, and we've dealt a lot with evil in the world, and not to say there's not evil in this, but there's a lot of love. And I think it was new for both of us to experience and try to write and develop a love story together and make a love story, not just between a man and a woman, but between a bunch of men in that camp. So hopefully, love and hope is taken from the series. That would be a hope.
I love that. A very nice note to end on. Really enjoyed tonight. Thank you so much. So nice to chat to you.